Hey ladies, thank you so much for popping in this video really fast. I promise I'm going to keep it short. I just didn't want to write all of this out in the group because I knew it would come out as like a huge paragraph. So, as I mentioned, for the next 10 days and for the second half of this challenge, we are going to focus on the 10 habits of highly successful and fit people. As I mentioned before, I am getting these tips not from my own mind, but from this book from Chalene Johnson called Push. I love Chalene Johnson, so if you don't know about her, she does a lot more than just workout videos. She has fantastic advice on life and entrepreneurs and all that stuff. But anyways, she has a 30-day push challenge to really focus in on goals. And she has a section that I really loved and felt that it would be really beneficial to share with you guys. And it's these 10 tips or 10 habits that she recognized after interviewing hundreds of different people over the years. She mentions studying these people, highly effective people, for over 20 years, and she found these 10 things to be pretty much the same and congruent throughout all of their lives. So the very first one that we're going to touch on today is they eat almost the same thing every day. So I know, right, even as I say it, some of you are thinking, what? No way. I get so bored. I don't want to eat the same thing every day. I get tired of chicken. So let me first clarify. The same thing every day doesn't mean the same combination of things or the same entree for every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's not saying I'm going to have grilled chicken every single day for lunch for the rest of my life. What they do is they find 3 to 4 things that they know that they like for breakfast, that they know that they like for lunch, dinner, and for snacks. It's all the same thing. Same thing goes for water. When I read this, it was really comforting because I am totally a creature of habit. And I know some of you are not. Some of you rather or prefer to be really sporadic and keep things exciting and stuff like that. And so I'm definitely not discouraging you from doing that and, you know, living your life that way because that's how you enjoy to live it. But there's a lot of truth in this tip. One of the most intimidating things that all of you have said at some point in your journey or in this challenge has been how stressful it can be to come up with new recipes and new things. So my challenge question to you is, why do you feel like you need to have something new every single day? Sometimes things can get boring. I totally get it. But did you know that our taste buds readjust and redevelop every 14 to 21 days? Yeah. So something that you like and that you eat for the next 2 weeks to 3 weeks, your taste buds are learning to like that thing too, and they begin to crave it. They begin to wait for it and expect it, and you enjoy them more. That's why a lot of times when you're trying new, healthier options, the first time you eat it, you don't really love it. I had this happen with me with Greek yogurt. I have a little bit of a dairy problem, not huge, so I'm not like lactose intolerant, but I do try to cut the dairy as much as I can. So I still wanted to be able to get my good source of protein. And so I can get like 1% or 2% yogurt and stuff like that. So I started eating Greek yogurt as a good source of protein. And the first few times that I had it, I had to get the flavored ones until I realized how much sugar was in it. And I was like, not worth it. So I made myself get used to the plain. Now, when I say made myself, I obviously liked it enough to have it more than once. It was just really tart. Now it's not as tart. My taste buds have adapted and they're used to it now. Yeah, so that's just one example from my life that I've learned. And so I share that as an encouragement that if you are used to eating a lot of fried foods, a lot of really heavy in salt foods, a lot of really spicy things, a lot of really, really sweet things because maybe that's your go-to snack. If you're used to that, you're going to need to give yourself a couple of weeks, give yourself some time to readjust. So don't be afraid by this first tip of eating the same thing daily. And again, by the same thing, I just mean the same options of things. So I know that for my entrees, my proteins it's either going to be ground turkey, salmon, or chicken. And of course, that doesn't mean I'm cooking it the same exact way every time, but I know when I go to the grocery store, those are the 3 things that I'm going to buy. So keep that in mind. Challenge yourself to really hone in on those, like maybe 3 to 5 things that you really like for each meal, for each snack, in order to really set yourself up for success following this challenge and into the rest of your life. All right. Didn't keep it as short as I wanted, but it's just a little over 5 minutes. Okay. So I'll talk to you ladies later and have an awesome day. Bye.